He'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Webb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They're set up to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On is the punter, King, to send it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run again with Jackson. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Keenum. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the run, this is Jackson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky punch.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll give the Browns a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On the ground, this is Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson, and he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, the spin. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Got some space here, and down inside the 15 he goes. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Keenum. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
All right, now, look at 56.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So 2nd and 10 here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
Now Keenum. Flushed out right. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Watching now, Barney. Detroit. Set.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Patriot. All right, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now look at 50.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Johnson again, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to throw here, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Detroit!
To throw is Keenum. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To throw on second down is Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Keenum. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. And he's able to get it out of there. Taken right around the 44. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for it all. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Von Miller from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go. Gun! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Down, Keenum looking deep for Demarius. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Demarius Thomas, 39 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Keenum now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Browns on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He finds Coleman. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns get a score closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, It's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Keenum now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And they'll run it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Play clock winding down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal here from the 9. Keenum runs the sneak. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak. No place to go.
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Marshall in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business.